There's just one word I can put with this JDN situation, and that is inconsistency. JDN not only has inconsistencies with what he says and what he tells other people, also his names. JDN over the past probably 6 months after I made my video has changed his name back and forth from JDN to real Jenix to AXRY undefinable probably like 3 times, and now he goes by SnipingCxrzy, which is ironic because this whole situation starts from his horrible sniping and me being better than him. I decided to actually make this video finally because people keep telling me to lay back on the kid because people can make mistakes, and while I agree with that, JDN is not taking any accountability. If anything, he's just been running in circles, gaslighting me and other people, and not even taking accountability, just brushing it off as something that was a mistake in heat of the moment, or as he likes to quote, dark humor. And so I'm finally going to put the nail in the coffin on this situation by not going in fully detail what's been happening over the past 6 months, but I'll just give it a gist on why I will never be taking down this video and why JDN should apologize to everyone in this community for his actions and for his lying. Now, while I was originally going to go over all the DMs that went between me and JDN's supposed homegirl, I'm just going to do a brief summary of what just went down. So pretty much what had happened was I had opened my DMs randomly 10 days after I got the original message from his homegirl. We started having conversations about the situation. His homegirl then decided to send me multiple death threats, threatening me and my family and saying that all these threats are a promise and that I should have be careful of what I put online in terms of my face and my information. Pretty much a whole bunch of disgusting death threats. They then also decided to start speaking on occasion with stereotypical gangster vernacular, like saying "cunt," "I'm gonna rep my set," and all that stuff. Just speaking all types of high and mighty and just straight up racist. And if this was really a real person, which I don't believe it was, I just believe it was either JDN or one of his friends, which is a big accusation, but it's honestly a fake. You could tell it was a fake. The person who was running the account was using a picture of another Twitch streamer girl on Instagram and was following that same account. So you could kind of just tell just right away it wasn't a real account, especially the way the person was constantly speaking differently from this gangster vernacular to serious death threats, and was really trying to push it hard that I was going to get what's coming to me and that I'd also broke the YouTube TOS. And that also the N-word had lost its meaning, which I don't know why people say that. Obviously, a slur doesn't just lose its meaning like that. If I start saying mean stuff to you, you're not going to just assume that it's lost its meaning. You're not going to take it personally. You're going to be offended with what I tell you. But if you guys would want to see me go through all the DMs and explaining what went down and my thoughts behind everything I was reading, I could post that separately. For now, you guys are not going to see JDN's reaction to these DMs, and you're also going to see a video that a kind man had sent me also showing how racist JDN was, even after I had made my video and after all the hate he had gotten, supposedly, from me making this video on him. He then said that he apologized if he hurt me anyway, but he has dark humor. And I didn't know being genuinely upset at someone for being better than you in a Call of Duty lobby warrants you to call them the N-word twice, and I didn't know that was dark humor. You know, I thought I knew dark humor. I thought I grew up on dark humor, but apparently you're an expert, Mr. SnipingCxrzy. He then tells me this is when originally I had responded to his homegirl's message and just had informed me that his homegirl said she can't message me because I reported the messages and it must have been too harsh. Then he says, you know, usually if like your friend threatens someone's life and sends a bunch of threats and you're really a genuine person, you would say, I apologize for my friend's actions and I would tell her to stop. But instead you say, it's not my issue. And he had to reinstate he's been dealing tons of harassment. I'm so sorry that people are mad at you for being racist. And this is where I just called him out like I did the other girl. We're not going to go over that, but you can read if you want to. And this is where he quotes his famous, buddy, heat of the moment, not my issue. This is your issue now, not mine. And honestly, I live by these words. Because honestly, JDN, if I'm completely honest with you, this is not my issue. It is your issue. So I'm not going to deal with your issue, just like you said, because in the heat of the moment, I made the video. Even though in the heat of my moment, I was willing to listen to you, and I took down my original tweets after you pleaded with me, and you said, please take it down. I didn't do it. I listened to you. In my heat of the moment, I could just kept it up. But in the heat of the moment, I did that. And after my heat of the moment, I waited like 2 months to make my video on you. So I guess we're just two different breeds, I guess. And so you can read what I said. I just pretty much said that, he started this. So how are you going to say it's not your issue? Then he said that he's going to let his homegirl take care of this one, not his issue. And he said, I wanted to make amends with you about this whole situation, but now she's made it personal. It's out of my jurisdiction. Well, it's kind of not. You can just say, hey, homegirl, don't do it. If she's like so tight with you, you can just say, hey, don't do it. But I guess I'm wrong. And then I, told him that she said I should die. And he was like, oh, that's what she said. Oh boy, I don't know what she said, bud. But it has nothing to do with me, with what she says. By the way, you act like I'm telling her what to say. So like, once again, people are claiming that this guy's a changed man and he's a good person, but clearly when his homegirl is threatening me, he just takes no accountability. It's just like, not my problem, and starts pretty much laughing at it, laughing and crying so hard. So then I ignore him because I was not going to feed him with this bullshit no more. Then on September 18th, he apologizes by saying, hey man, can you please take that video down? What I did was foolish, but I can't take things back. I sometimes get mad at times, and since it's Xbox, I say things I can't take back, but I don't want it to ruining my reputation, so it'd be nice if you can take it down. I wish you the best on your YouTube channel. Now, ironically about this statement is, for one, he pretty much admits again that he did it. Still doesn't, he gave me a half-assed apology. He pretty much said that he was a fool, but clearly we're adults, and you can't just keep making these foolish mistakes by calling someone the N-word when you're angry on COD, for one. So I don't know how you grew up where you just think it's okay to act like a jackass online. You should also realize we're in a day and age where if you act like a jackass, people are going to call you out on it, and no one's going to accept your behavior. I know this is why a lot of him and his friends want to be back like in Modern Warfare 2, where you could say all this stuff and no one would find out that it was you because it was all anonymous back then. Well, guess what? It's 2021, now 2022, so you're going to have to deal with your actions. I'm sorry, JD, you have to take accountability. And you don't want to ruin your reputation. It's you and your reputation, you and this clout. I'm going to get clout, reputation, clout. If you really care about your reputation, you would have made a better effort to properly apologize to me and your community and the community in general, so I don't know how to help you with that one. So now, we go back to my video, and this is when his homegirl tells me that I'm working with someone. So this kind man, Joe, he decided to tell me about his encounter with JDN, and we had a quick little conversation about it, and then him and JDN, who changed his name from AXRY Undefinable to GG, was talking to him, and a lot of these are deleted, but I'll show some of them that I got off of my email. He also kind of low-key threatens Mr. Joel by saying that it's not safe to put your full name and face on your profile. It's very dangerous, especially on this platform. So he's pretty much threatening this dude. I hope this dude's okay. Alexa probably took care of this dude for sending me this video that I'm going to show you guys. He also called him white. And him and Joel just start going back and forth. And Joel, being a Chad, just puts JDN in his place. JDN starts deleting comments. And then he says, I've accomplished my name in history. Good job, man. I don't care anymore. It's a game at this point. So clearly, all you guys trying to defend JDN really want him back, reinstated in this community, but he clearly says he doesn't care. Like, he's just spitting in your guys' faces. He literally says himself he doesn't care. And then him and Joel just start going at it. Half of these comments I can't read, but him and Joel just go at it. And then we're not even going to talk about Mr. Indies or Awzrii or whoever this guy wants to be. We're not even going to talk about this guy. He's just a clown and a half. So now, we'll go over the hidden messages. So, we have this from AXRY Undefinable. You guys are goofy thinking exposing someone will do anything in 2021. Apparently, it does do something if all your friends keep trying to tell me to take down my video and you're trying multiple poor attempts at me to take down this video. So, apparently exposing does something in 2021. You should realize this by now if you've been growing up on the internet. And then he says this clean line. Also, I wasn't racist to this Joel child. My buddy was, though. So, Mr. JDN, who was your buddy who also used your name? Was it Mr. Drakeo? Was it Mr. Awzrii? Like, who was your buddy that was also being racist? Who also was probably defending you in my comments? So, what's happening? Your friends are just racist? He was never racist to you. His buddy was, though. So, this dude really was commenting on my video, pretending to be someone else. So, we've already established that he's willing to pretend to be someone else and clear his own name, saying he was never racist to you. His buddy was. Who's his buddy? Like, what buddy you keep referencing, JDN? Was that buddy you? Please tell us. And now, we are going to go over this wonderful video together that Mr. Joel sent to me. Alright, kiddies. Time to put on your headphones. Let's give this a good listen. And this is after I made my video. This is Vanguard Beta, ladies and gentlemen. So JDN did not learn his lesson because clearly he's still racist. And trigger warning, he says a lot of racist stuff in this, of course.
What's my address?
So this is his friend, pull up not out. This is Mr.
Really?
Joel's
Would
friend.
you come out all the way out here to come see me?
And here's JDN. He likes to mute people and unmute people when he's having these arguments, as shown from my first video and my first encounter. So he won't be talking in a lot of this, but until he unmutes my Joel here.
Celestial floods.
Yeah, he was like, I got your IP, you fucking N-word. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. He's like, pull up, not out is an N-word, is an N-word, is N-word.
No, big black niggers. Big black niggers. Big black. It's not racism.
Why is he unmuting, like, some of us, like, for a couple
seconds? Yeah, okay. It's 2020. Dude, I had the whole
You sound like a fucking lawnmower. Shut the fuck up.
got your IP sitting right here.
I don't give a damn what you got, bro.
That's not my issue. Kill yourself, niggers. Kill yourself. Genuinely. Kill yourself. You're white.
Oh, did you hear that? Let's go back, guys.
Kill yourself. Genuinely. Kill yourself. You're white. Shut up, niggers.
Oh
You're
my
wigger.
goodness.
You hear that? He said, kill yourself, N-word. And guess what else he said?
That's not my issue. Kill
It's not my issue? It's like this guy repeats the same stuff. It's like it's him not changing.
yourself, niggers. Kill yourself. Genuinely. Kill yourself. You're white. Shut up, niggers.
Oh
You're
my
wigger.
goodness.
Shut up.
You're racist.
And you're a nigger. I don't give it. Watch. Nigger.
You need some help, man. Go find Jesus, that's what you need.
Wow, so as you can see, look, there's JDN. Which one of your buddies, JDN? Which one of these guys are your buddies? Is it Pluto? Is Pluto your buddy? That name kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know, was that Pluto being racist? Or was that you, Mr. JDNAXRY, as you can see here, JDNAXRY? So, at the end of the day, you're a liar. You're still racist. You even called this guy multiple N-words and big black racial epithet. Like, you just don't learn. A message to JDN and all his friends. I'm not deleting this video. And you know what, JDN? If you really want to make amends, which I still fully won't accept it, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a video, show us your face, explain your side of the story, and properly apologize like a real man. Like in all these apology videos you see, these liberal apology videos you see where people apologize for being wrong, do that. Explain yourself. Maybe just admit you're racist. Like, I don't want to hear heat of the moment. I don't want to hear I have dark humor. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't care if this is Xbox. If you're going to tell people these things and try to have a standing in a community like COD and be a member of this community and a prominent one at that, don't be this type of person. If you want to be a low-life degenerate like you like to be, just don't make yourself public again. Just go offline. Change your name again. Just go off the grid. We'll all forget about you, and you can be racist all you want. But as soon as you come back to this community, people are going to recognize you, and they're not going to want you back. So just leave. Go to Fortnite, be racist. I don't care. Let's be racist somewhere else and stop lying to the people that are trying to support you. Because honestly, it's disgusting.